It's Week 9 of the NFL, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Rams and the Pats, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
It's been sold out since it opened back in The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Patriots getting ready on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 10. Hooker. His throw incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in. Get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you look at this Patriots defense, well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season, it's been the big play that's done them in.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. McMillan. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McMillan. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. This defense for the Patriots, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on fourth down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Patriots take over. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've been terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 1st and 10, Hooker in trouble, and he's taken down. Montravius Adams busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And pressure gets to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. McMillan. Short throw, it's Higbee. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here's complete. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams 1st down as he'll get this to the 44-yard line.
Gain of 9 yards. And the Rams 1st down.
Operating from the gun. McMillan throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. When you look at this Patriots defense, they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Of course, a pretty nice effort.
To throw on 3rd down. McMillan. That's out to the flat for Akers. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from from second and long. Now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
To throw on second down. McMillan, rush coming, and he's taken down. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now throwing on third down there, but he can't connect.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 4 on the carry. It'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Hooker. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. McMillan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 3rd down and 7. Operating from the gun, McMillan. And that is incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. Here's 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Hooker. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. McMillan, short throw, it's Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. Operating from the gun. McMillan, and his pass incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
And run for this with Akers. Referee, and that means 4th down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. New England's offense set to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hooker. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Back to the ground with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Throwing on 1st down. McMillan. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. And hitting Juju on the slant. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be second down.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Hooker now on second down. Completes this one to Starks. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Hooker now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Patriots continue to pull away here in this first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Ryland on for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. And now another one thrown incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's Hooker. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On first down, McMillan. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson taken down at the 42. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down throw here. It's Hooker. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. Hooker now off play action. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Brings up the 3rd down.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, and it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one. The Ravens trying to finish that one off and claim victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jaden Reed, a touchdown reception. We got an excellent first half from the man from Tennessee. That's Hendon Hooker. He connected on 3 touchdown passes in those first 2 quarters as his guys have built up a sizable lead here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Looking to throw. McMillan, middle of the field to Jefferson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots 40-yard line.
A give up the middle to Akers, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Rams.
They'll go again here with Akers. Oh, good move. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Looking to throw on second down. McMillan, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. McMillan. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play before it's 4th down.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Hooker. He finds his man complete. That's Oliver. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw. Hooker. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And some strong running. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, McMillan. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
This is fielded at the 27. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
Takes it to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hooker.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd down and 1. They'll run with Strong.
Shifts by him.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
He gets away from one, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And that's going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That one good for 13 and a New England 1st down.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Hooker on 1st down. That is caught left side by Bryant.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Throwing. Hooker.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Patriot touchdown.
Hendon Hooker.
15 yards.
And the Patriots extend their lead yet again. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Yards to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now Landry. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looking to throw. McMillan. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
The Rams ready to go on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. McMillan forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Intended target was Cam Akers.
And it's 3rd and 5. operating from the gun. McMillan.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll look to throw again.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
That is caught, and he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, a second down zone, but it's incomplete. Straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0.
New England's offense set to go. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They begin the drive with Robinson.
98 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, a run was strong.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8.
Now 3rd and 8.
Now Hooker. That'll be caught. Rager with it.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw on 3rd down, McMillan.
He's got his target. That's complete.
A big play there for L.A. 45 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Back to throw again.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Off the bootleg, McMillan. He'll get this to Ward. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw on 2nd down, McMillan. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Now 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On 1st and 10, McMillan.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard
Back to
line.
throw. McMillan. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. And you hate to say it, with a rookie quarterback, he's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McMillan. Here's a diving catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. McMillan underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. McMillan. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for him. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. McMillan. Escaping the pressure right.
The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have better awareness about what he's going to do. Either tuck it and go or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McMillan.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and give him a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And now out come the Patriots.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.